Walgate, W3B.
Intake day at Ashford Police Training Centre sees staff and students getting ready to receive new recruits. The main reception committee are students already halfway through their initial course and keenly aware of the feeling of apprehension felt by all new arrivals. These officers began their careers only 7 days ago and come from 13 different police forces. They have attended an induction course in their own force and come together for initial training.
Take care.
For most, this is the biggest challenge of their lives to date, and all are concerned at the prospect of 14 weeks intensive training.
Just check the details on there, and if you just see my compartment here, it'll give you all the details and what have you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. Toller. Hope you have a good time. If you just check your details off here and just see my friend here, he'll give you all the details of what I've got a real one here. Right.
Training centres such as Ashford are provided by the Home Office. The 14-week course followed recommendations by a working party of the Police Training Council, the report of which was accepted by the Home Secretary. The course is designed and produced by the Central Planning Unit under the authority of the Secretary of State and taught in all 6 Home Office establishments. Standard training ensures that every recruit receives the same start to their police career, and they will be developed further by their own force training schools as part of a 2-year training programme. Policing is a career which requires a demanding combination of personal qualities, knowledge, social skills, confidence, and a positive approach to the many problems faced in a working day. High ethical standards are expected and a firm personal commitment to human rights. To this end, the course provides instruction in law and procedure, opportunities for people from many differing backgrounds to consider their commitment to people and society, and encourage them to embrace the ideals and traditions of the police service. It will examine personal courage, intelligence, academic prowess and physical fitness. The lessons learnt here will form a firm foundation for future training. The reception procedure overcomes many minor problems and makes people feel more at ease. There is a chance to meet roommates before going on to see some more of their colleagues over tea. The duty squad look after late arrivals, whilst others are still finding their feet. After tea, the course assembles as a whole for the first time. Course commanders introduce themselves, welcome the students, explain what is expected and the programme for tomorrow. And at the end of a very long day, there is a chance to relax, to make new friends and to talk over the previous few hours. The students are not expected to be guardsmen, but to be smart at all times, whether in or out of uniform. They stand and watch the senior course demonstrate a morning parade. Tomorrow, it will be their turn to join in.
A-class, right, turn. Quick, march. Left, right, left, right, left.
After meeting the Commandant and the senior officers of the centre, it's into the classroom and a start to the business of settling down and forming into a close-knit group. Students tell their colleagues something of themselves and their previous experience.
Science fiction stories, things like that.
A sense of responsibility is taught by placing students in charge of various class activities, such as welfare and sports representatives, and here drill leaders are being chosen.
Right, there's your lanyard. You'll be in the class, okay? Right.
Drill is taught once a week and practiced during morning parade. It gives a sense of pride in appearance and bearing, so essential to the good police officer. Additionally, it helps the student to feel part of a team.
Come along. I said rearrange. Follow the front rank round. Come on.
Those in the know have a light lunch and prepare for a strenuous afternoon. The physical fitness test establishes a personal standard which is expected to improve as the course progresses. Following a 1.5 mile run, 4 gym tests follow in quick succession: press-ups, sit-ups and burpees. The last tests flexibility. Physical fitness will be retested at the end of the course. The first parade. There is a certain squaring of shoulders, a tenseness, but a special feeling of pride as they march on for the first time as a course. The initial course may be divided into 4 broad areas. Formal instruction in law and procedure, including technical skills, learning about people and society, the role of police and the social skills of policing, and coupled with both, yet as distinct again, are role-playing exercises which reinforce academic studies and teach how to relate to people. Finally, the physical element encompassing not only physical fitness training, but self-defence and life-saving. Weak and non-swimmers are taught to survive in the water, and all are encouraged to improve and develop life-saving skills. Back in the classroom, there is no substitute for the hard slog of study. Police officers on the street have to know what constitutes an offence and what powers the law provides to deal with this or that allegation or complaint. Initial training provides an opportunity to learn basic law that will prove invaluable when these students commence patrol. Learning theory is not enough, and simple procedures have to be taught.
Group B, this is PC 371 Ayano, Surrey Constabulary, Sierra, Uniform, Romeo, Romeo, Echo, Yankee. I wish to pass a short caution over.
As students begin to learn procedure, they start to help each other.
PC 212 Stuart, City of London Police. Charlie, India, Tango, Yankee, Oscar, Foxtrot, Lima, Oscar, November, Delta, Oscar, November.
Much of the early part of the course is devoted to the art of statement taking. After instruction in format, students form syndicates to study and correct specimen statements. Throughout the course, the skills learnt will be practiced when writing statements and reports on practical exercises. Later on, it has taken a step further when, using scenes on a video, students investigate a complaint from a school crossing patrol.
I didn't see nothing. Did you see the school crossing patrol in Faversham Road? I didn't see nothing. Will you make a statement to that effect? Yeah, okay.
What I want you now to do is to vet those three statements as we've already discussed, crossing out those parts you wish to exclude and writing in the reasons for keeping the other parts.
Another skill is the accuracy in note-taking. These notes will be used to prepare statements and case files and when practicing giving evidence in court.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Charles Arthur Frank Healy, Police Constable 1601 of the Hampshire Constabulary, currently undergoing training at Ashford Training Centre, Kent.
Depth of knowledge is tested by examination. Apart from weekly tests, there are 3 examinations which review various stages of the course. The pass mark in each case is 68%. All those who do not achieve this are required to attend the supplementary training unit, where after further instruction they will be retested. This unit exists to give additional assistance to all students.
I know you can cast your mind back to the lesson on firearms, but right at the end it then tells you things that young people may do and may not do.
It's under 14 is
but when it's talking about air weapons and under 14s, it tells you 3 things that they can do in public and they...
Responsibility for programming and instructional standards is that of the Chief Instructor.
It should always be displayed on a windscreen.
Oh, there it is. Is it?
Yes, there it is. It should always be on a windscreen and you're committing an offence.
Well, I'm sorry. I think the children must have pulled it.
As important as law instruction are the concepts taught in social skills of policing. Video programs are used to help the instructors teach an understanding of the role of police, which is essential. The attitudes and opinions taught at training schools are likely to last throughout their service.
I think that should be, when he's pointing and that, should be looking at the finger, and that causes a barrier to the communication.
It's a barrier, yes, yeah.
You'd do a lot more harm than good if you reported them.
So you think we should have...
Because you're not dealing with a persistent or a serious criminal.
You could sit him learning law for years and go out and still do a bad job on the streets, supplying it.
He could have sort of warned that motorist and said, you know, make sure it doesn't happen again. Then he's still doing the job, and you're doing more of a job because you're doing the job of telling the person off for doing the offence, and you're doing a communications exercise as well, public relations work with the person.
Outside speakers are invited to contribute to this part of the training programme.
Familiar names today, aren't we? Yes. Is to ask this openly, yeah? The people who's got prejudices.
The whole question of attitudes are examined further in practical situations where the performance is videoed.
To the rest of the class, please.
Yes. The warrant is for David Timby of 12 Tower Mews, Ashford, Kent. On January 84, judged by Reading Borough Magistrates Court to pay a fine of £150 and 25 pence.
What can I do for you?
I've got a warrant for your arrest.
Have you?
Yes.
What for?
You haven't paid a fine in full. You've only paid part, and you've been asked to come. I've been asked to escort you down to the magistrates' court.
Oh, I see. Well, it's just as well. I believe if I pay this, then the whole thing's cancelled.
Yes,
That's right. Isn't
yes.
it? Yeah. Well, you just caught me in the right time because I'm just off down to the bank. I'll go down and get the money and come down the station and pay. Is that all right?
No. I'd like you to come with me, please.
Well, if I go with you, well, you're going to come to the bank with me.
No. Could you come down the station with me?
Later in the classroom, students can see how they came across to others and discuss good practice.
Let's just hold it there a moment.
I asked him who he was.
Yes, okay, and then?
I've got a warrant for arrest.
I've got a warrant for your arrest. Now, is there any way that we might have made it a little slightly less of a shock like that? Anybody think of any other ways we could have approached it?
I understand you've got a fine outstanding, sir. Yes. Well, perhaps, do you realise that if you don't pay a fine, you're liable to arrest?
Well, yeah, all right, okay, I like that. All right, on those sort of lines. What would you do now? How would you handle it now?
Well, I'll allow him, I think.
There are several different types of role-playing exercises. Instructors give demonstrations.
I noticed you weren't wearing your seatbelt, sir. Is there any special reason for that?
Yes, there is. I was only going 500 yards.
Well, it is an offence to drive a motor vehicle on the road whilst not wearing a seatbelt. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be put into writing and given in evidence.
Well, you're not going to report me for that, are you?
Can I have your name and address, please?
Yeah, it's Brown. William Brown.
I'm reporting you for driving a motor vehicle on a road whilst not wearing a seatbelt. Do you wish to say anything? You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so.
Students start with simple situations and are carefully controlled by their instructors.
You're supposed to have L plates displayed front and rear as well for driving on a provisional licence.
Well, I just thought I'd take a chance. I can't ever get my brother to come out and supervise me because he's always working, so I just took them off and that was that. Sorry.
Right, just before you get your pocketbook outward, if you insist upon fiddling about with the driving licence, it's not going to be in a very good state by the time you get it back to him. So make sure that you don't get all fidgety. I appreciate you're a little bit nervous, but try to calm your nerves and don't fiddle about with things.
Right.
What are you going to put in your pocketbook?
Well, I want his name, age, date of birth, address, occupation.
And what is the sequence we're going to put it in?
Name, age.
What's the first thing?
Oh, time.
Time?
As confidence increases, role-playing exercises are allowed to flow freely.
Your gun, sir?
Yep,
Well,
I'm just going over the farm.
Yeah, didn't I
meet
have
the farmer.
a look at it, please? I'm quite
Well,
interested
no,
in them.
not at the moment, no, because I'm in a hurry.
Well,
and
yeah, well,
you know,
I'll
go
a minute, sir. Just like to have a quick look at it, if you could.
Oh, I suppose the quicker we do it, the quicker I can get away. I've got a certificate. You know, it's all okay. Be careful with it, won't you?
Oh, yes.
It's worth a few bob.
It's all right, I'll take it, sir.
You sure?
Yeah.
You go careful, then.
Yeah, sir. Just hold on to the case. Did you realise the weapon was loaded, sir?
Well, yeah, of course I did. I thought, well, just in case a rabbit breaks from cover,
Well,
you know,
sir,
I've been
I'm arresting
prepared.
you for carrying a loaded weapon in a public place. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be put into writing and given in evidence. Have a word with you. Is this your car, sir?
Yeah, it's mine. I've had it a few months, only recently bought.
And
Can you, look,
how
is there any-
long have you had this car?
Well, just a couple of months, that's all.
Can you tell me the registration of the vehicle, please?
I think it belongs. I think it's an M or something. I can't remember, mate. Look, I've only just had it a few weeks, haven't I?
Just had it a few weeks.
Well, I got it. I got it from the car auctions. I got it from the car auctions. Can you make it fast, mate?
Just wait there a minute, please. PC Hop with the control over. Can I have a PNC owner's index check, please, on a maroon Morris Marina Estate, registration Lima Juliet November 386 Papa, over. Do you know where your tax was issued and when it expires?
No, I haven't got a clue, mate. No.
Do you know?
I don't know. I think it's June, actually. I'm not sure though.
Do you know what you have in the back of your car, sir?
Not without, well, just the normal stuff. I think I've got an old can in there or something. And just bits and pieces, you know, I don't know. Nothing, I don't think there's anything, you know, of importance in there. Look,
well,
can you let us go? I mean...
No, I'm not happy with your story, sir, and I reasonably suspect you've taken this car without consent. I'm arresting you for taking a conveyance without consent or other authority.
In addition to formal exercises, students, as members of the duty squad, practice policing the centre in the evenings and weekends. Throughout the course, students steadily improve their fitness. The Deputy Commandant starts the inter-class cross-country championships. Games are an important element in the course. Every officer is trained to defend him or herself using approved Aikido techniques. Self-defense is taught during 2 lessons every week, and students are encouraged to reach the British Aikido Association Yellow Belt standard. The police service is proud of its tradition of saving life. The ability to take immediate action at the scene of an accident is made more difficult when the incident involves water. Students are taught to swim correctly and go on to learn life-saving techniques.
Keep in one long line, don't go to the side. You can either do side stroke or life-saving backstroke. Subjects, keep a lung full of air, get a lung full of air and get floating. Use your other arm.
This officer could not swim on arrival, but soon made good progress. His first length.
Keep going. Yeah. Go on, you did it, Claire. You dare stop. Go on. Keep kicking, just relax. Keep kicking. Don't you put your feet down. Go on. Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. Go on. Keep going. You're there. Listen down. Keep going.
The life-saving examination is conducted by an outside examiner. The non-swimmer went on to gain his elementary life-saving award.
Well done, Mr. Ball. Yes, sir. I think you've done remarkably well. Thank you. Hard work.
First aid is also tested by an external examiner, and a doctor supervises.
And what do you do with him?
Well, I've put him in a half-sitting position and raised his knees
Very good.
to take the strain off the
That's
organs
right.
and
Good.
Loosened all his tight clothing.
Good. Anything else?
The efforts of many people are needed to maintain surroundings such as these. From those concerned with cleaning, repairing, caterers, to groundsmen who prepare the playing pitches. Everyone is engaged in providing a pleasant environment conducive to study. It has to be remembered that students live at Ashford for more than 3 months, so entertainment is important.
What is the fastest land animal? The jaguar. No, it's not the jaguar. Cheetah. The cheetah for 1 mark. Give A class a big round of applause, please.
The Centre Welfare Club is run by a committee under the chairmanship of the Deputy Commandant and includes representatives of the staff and student body. It provides many facilities for the enjoyment of everyone. The course is almost over. Examinations are done and students have been told about their final report. A reminder that this is just the foundation for future training. For many, the course has been a challenging and enjoyable time, and there is some sadness at leaving new friends. On the evening before the pass-out day, there is a dining-in night and dance at which guests are welcome.
Which brings me nicely on to the next.
Mess president for the dinner is the top student, and his speech is a humorous contribution to the evening.
Mr. President, Commandant,
The course commander makes a similar reply, and the speeches are concluded by the commandant announcing the prize winners on the course.
The individual life-saving cup. Now this is given for the person who's made the greatest progress whilst they've been here. We had a non-swimmer when he came. He got his elementary life-saving whilst he was here. I refer, of course, to PC Moore of Hampton.
Finally, some words of advice for the whole course.
Our job is helping people. Remember their people. Be courteous, be sympathetic, be human. But keep your integrity and do your job. Good luck.
And so to the big day. Relatives and friends come to see the proud moment. The Kent Police Band provides the music for the day, and the course pass-out has been nominated as the annual ceremonial parade. Following the parade, the course will entertain their guests with displays of drill and physical education. The students are honoured to have as their inspecting officer the Lord Lewin, Admiral of the Fleet. The past 14 weeks have been hard work but enjoyable. Challenges have been met, friends made and a sense of belonging forged. They are now equipped to start the next phase of training, which will take place on the street. The tools acquired and the skills learnt here will assist in understanding the role of the police in a multiracial society and to become police officers of the highest quality.